Alright, so we are in Boston today, headed over to Roxbury. Just got out of the tunnel. I don't usually service this area of Boston, but this customer's been a customer for a while. We put a dishwasher in 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. She's been having trouble with it ever since, and so she set up an appointment with Frigidaire to come out and take a look at it. They come out, they spend a couple hours on it. Their conclusion is the reason it's not drying is because the cold water is hooked up to it, not the hot water. Now when I installed it, I just hooked it up to the same valve it was hooked up to before. So somebody in the past mixed the hot and the cold. We're gonna go over there right now, cut all those valves off. We're gonna put new valves on. We're gonna label the pipes so the next guy that comes in knows the hot is not in the right spot and the cold is not in the right spot. And you know, we'll see if that dishwasher dries properly. All right, we just got here at Roxbury. We're gathering our stuff up. We're gonna bring in a vacuum because we also have a slow draining garbage disposal. We're gonna start by shutting down the water. So that'll be the first step after we drop the tools inside the house.
Our output is open and down. Okay.
Alright.
So everything here is good, but
Okay.
in somewhere you should find the thingy.
Alright.
If I remember, it was down there.
Alright, so we have figured out that this valve here does 132 number 1, number 2, and maybe number 3, but we're gonna go with it, number 3. So they do have their own shut off for each townhome. Alright, so we finally just got the water shut off. This is a group of townhomes, as you can see here in Boston. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And we have these little utility closets down here, and there's valves all over the place. And so it took us a little bit, figured out which valve went to per unit. We got the water shut off, it has stopped, so we can now finally start the work. As you can see here, we have a clog in the drain as well. Underneath, this is where we're gonna be doing all of our work. Look at this water line set up. So the one on the left there is actually cold. The one on the right here is hot. We're gonna cut all this stuff out, clean it up, and start again. We're gonna pop open that clean out first. Probably get a whole bunch of water out of it. Hopefully it doesn't make too much of a mess. And then we will cut the trap off, replace that trap. While that trap is off, we'll work on those water lines. It'll free up some room for us. We can probably just drop this garbage disposal down. And yeah, see how it goes. Okay, well, let's see what we got going on here. Oh boy. That's no big deal. Yeah. I'm going old school to cut this trap off. There we go. Now we got a nice open space here. Alright. Now we got some proper light here. So hot would usually be on the left and the cold would be on the right. But today we have cold, then hot. It's a little tight space to write in, but we can make a decent H. I think it's good. Yeah. All right, but first thing we got to do is cut back the hot line so we can press on a new coupling and extend the pipe. I'm not using my cutter because then I would close the wall. I'm not using the blade because I'm using it. Boom. Alright. So we're going to want to file and clean that up. Let's get our file out. Okay, could not find my file, but my Leatherman. I suggest everybody carries a Leatherman, but it has a file on it anyway. So we're going to make sure we don't have any burrs here to rip the gasket on that coupling we're going to press on here. Excuse me. I'm breathing in an awkward position here. Alright, so. That's all in. Look at that. Flip this around. Okay, and I can see that that is all the way in, so that's good. Now we're going to put our piece of pipe way slightly along with the other one here. Okay, now we're just aiming on this guy. So we have 2 lines. Now we need to make our threaded rod for support. So what we're going to want to make is a piece of threaded rod that is, we're going to go 11.5 or 11.25. That allows us to adjust it. Okay. Something like that is good. And something like this is good. Alright, so let's use it. Alright, so I've pre-pressed the valves. We just didn't press any parts of the T on each. So this one here is for hot, so we're going to pop that guy on there, and we're going to angle things in the directions we want them. So we want that going like that. We want this handle facing forward so we can get to it. So that's good like that. Alright, let's see if we can get a press in that. Where's our gun? Here we go. Now, usually nice to use a level, but we're not quite positioned to level this properly, so we're going to hope that worked out well. Come on. Whew. I know, man, that thing's wobbly in there. Wobbly, 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 wobbly. Look at that. Now it's pressed. Yeah, forward. Let's do this again because we're making this longer, so we're not right in the way of each other, which is good. All right, let's press this guy onto here. All right, we can press this guy. All right, pretty good. Want that facing forward as well. Oops, maybe press that one. I got for this guy, dummy. And then one last press. Oh, two more presses. Let's press that one first. We'll make sure that. Oh boy. Okay. All right, so I ended up having to take my washers out, but and I probably should have done the back one first, but look at that. Compared to what we just had, this is solid. I'm happy with it. It's gonna work. Okay. It's hot. Does it cool down? So hot. It's hot. Cold. Cold. Here's our ice maker. Okay. Okay, you always want to make sure that these lines don't actually kink. See, it's starting to kink a little bit, so we're gonna grab it by up here and just untwist it a bit. See that? Now we're not loosening the nut, we're just spinning it. Nice and free. And we got a happy hose. All right. I'll do this one. Okay, water's hooked up. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna snake this out real quick. Get our disposal back in place. Okay. All right, got that on. Yeah, we got drips. We got drips out of disposal. There's gump in there. So that's tight. That's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to just glue this on and level it off. We got it. That's pretty close. Perfect. All right, so we had to bring out the big guns. Little hand snake wouldn't do it. Right, we got that clean out plug back on. We use the big rigid snake. Disposal's in. New trap, union style. We've got our water lines, everything's supported. All the hoses are hooked back up. The hot's and the colds are going to the right things. So let's go over and turn this valve all the way on. I already cracked it. Nice and easy. Listen to it settle. It's a beautiful sound. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna test everything else over here.
So now the cold water should go to the fridge.
Yeah.
And the hot water should go to the dishwasher.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna start with the fridge. That's on. Dishwasher's on. Faucets are on. All right. Now hopefully we don't have a leak. We'll try that first. Right, plug this guy in. I think it was on the bottom. Yeah, all right, we got that. Everything over here is dry, so that's beautiful. It looks like everything's draining pretty well. Wait. Everything's done here. Disposal's hooked up, new trap. Fully snaked that line with the rigid. Got our water lines done, and dishwasher is working with hot water and cold water to the fridge. So we are happy.